A heavyweight clash between the Korean Superboy, Doo-ho Choi, and Bruce Lee. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Enter Bruce Lee.
I mean, that's Bruce Lee in a nutshell. Over and over and over, he did the same thing, and it shows in the technique because there's no wasted energy. There's no wasted movements. Everything he does with a purpose. He goes in there with an idea of what he's trying to accomplish, and he gets it done. Bruce Lee is the absolute best. Bruce Lee is the man. His grappling, his takedown defense figure to be tested here tonight, but there aren't that many guys who are going to want to stand and trade on a napkin in the center of the octagon with the great Bruce Lee. No, if you're fighting Bruce Lee, you're shooting for takedowns right away. Well, DC, this is a true mixed martial artist of the highest order. You've watched the film. Hard for me to see much in terms of glaring weaknesses, and he believes he can react to anything that is thrown his way inside that octagon. It's unbelievable because whenever you're trying to prepare for someone, you look for weaknesses. But when you watch this guy, nothing jumps off the page. When you think I have to go wrestle him, you realize very quickly that not only can he defend takedowns, he can also go and secure them himself. He's that new breed of fighter that has been doing every discipline from the very start of his career. You know you're looking at a guy that will contend for a championship. And if our fighter meeting on Thursday is any indication, confidence, not an issue for this young man coming in here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. So 2 years, the gap in age, with some differences in height and a similar reach. All right, now for the introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Bergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out arena in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds, fighting out of Los Angeles, California, Bruce the Dragon Lee! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds, fighting out of Busan, South Korea, the Korean Superboy, Doo-ho Choi.
All right, commit the rules in the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
Well, these guys have been on each other's radars for quite some time. Tonight, it shall be done. Both guys well-rounded. You think we're getting a kickboxing match tonight or what? You just don't know, right? You don't know who's going to be able to employ their strategy the way that they need to. This is a close fight on paper, and also in every performance we have seen them put on. These guys seem to be the mirror image of each other. Just out of the range with that right hand. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up? He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks. Still nice body kick land. Rock him, sock him out of the suit here. Well, a lot of people think he might have the best jab in this division, certainly using it effectively here. I mean, one of the best jabs in the world across all combat sports. The way that it just comes out, it's beautiful. The backside hand is always at the chin.
The elbows tucked to the ribs. The jab goes out. The jab comes right back to the face. It's picture-perfect technique, almost like a Taibo class or something like that.
Got the single collar tie. And they separate.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Unable to connect with the right.
Powerful leg kick lands.
And both guys really throwing with authority.
He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
Wow, what a kick. Just misses there with the left. Oh, that's a big hook to the chin.
Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick. Oh.
All right, so he continues to land that jab. His opponent said he was ready for it, but doesn't appear to be.
You're not ready. You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now. An uppercut later.
Joy gets hit by that kick to the body. Oh, straight right.
Ooh, head kick lands, he hurt.
Lee's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Oh, big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he will try to chase down that kick.
Oh! Oh!
Every time these guys come together, man, you just hear...
What an end to round one. All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's a replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage it.
Ready? You ready?
Round two here.
Oh, man, head kick lands.
Trying to establish that jab once again.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Oh, man, his leg kicks are outstanding, and you saw a great example of that just there.
And you see his opponent starting to slow down. He cannot take many of those kicks.
Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Choice. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. And they separate.
Look at him working and trying to shut the liver down. He's hurt bad. Now he's on top of him looking for the finish. Oh, he got it again.
Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Wow! And just like that, the fight is over.
He's done. He's done.
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay. It ends up a knockout, but this was really a striking clinic from the moment they touched it.
I mean, a competitive fight that one guy finally found the shot that ended the fight. But both of these warriors displayed a ton of heart. One guy got the finish, but neither guy should be disappointed in their performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 59 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, the Korean Superboy,
Well, there will be no shutting that smile off tonight. The celebration is on as he gets a huge win by knockout tonight. I got to think there are a few better feelings in the world than walking into an octagon and candidly knocking another man out cold.
Yeah, you shut a person's lights off, man. There's nothing like it. Now, I understand a lot of times we hope for the knockout, but he was never hoping